guys, Ryan the Nerd here, and today we're going to be taking a look at, whoop, another Transformers mock. He almost broke there. Now, if you can't tell, this is Gearswitch, and Gearswitch is a Transformers mock that I made a while back, a long time ago. So if you are a big-time viewer, or a long-time viewer, I should say, and you have been on my channel for quite some time, you would kind of know that I did a review of Gearswitch. At the time, I didn't actually have a name for him. He was just kind of a steering wheel transformer that I came up with. And he wasn't, anything special, and especially with the design of him. Just like Microbot, his design was really flawed. It didn't have the greatest of features. I mean, it did have some really cool concepts, like Microbot. But in the end, it was a terrible design, and I didn't like it. And I think that he has been the longest, he's been like the longest running Transformer mock I've had. Trying to find a design and a transforming process that actually works for him instead of, parts forming. And surprisingly, this guy does have a lot of parts forming on him, so that's good. Another thing is that, like I said, I try to find a design that actually worked. Today, I finally found the design, and even then, before I even recorded this video, I had to change some things, some of the design features and stuff like that. But I feel like I am confident, and I'm really happy with the design and the transforming process of Gearswitch here. Now, Gearswitch is a steering wheel, if you can't tell. I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't tell what he is. He's a steering wheel, and he's not based on a particular steering wheel from a particular car or anything like that. He's mostly based on, or my kind of reference, is the Lego steering wheel here. This was kind of my reference for Gearswitch here. Now, you can kind of see the concepts of, kind of like the base there, where it's all kind of looks like a upside down cross or something like that, or upside down T, and stuff like that. And in fact, he does spin. The kind of lever here, or the turn switch lever here, it kind of blocks that, but he can still freely spin. If you take this off, he can freely spin all the way around. But he is. I originally came up with the concept of having a Transformer steering wheel from the first Transformers movie from 2007, where Sam's running through the city with the cube in his hand, and then he accidentally stumbles over a car, and there's a burst, an energon shockwave that basically transforms in random objects into Transformers, like the Dispenser, the Xbox, and the steering wheel. And the steering wheel was a cool concept to me, but I didn't like the design of it because it was like a facehugger type thing, and it didn't really appeal to me. So I decided to redesign my own steering wheel transformer, and now we have Gearswitch here. But you got the transforming process and the design process and all that. Wasn't really completely happy with that. But enough talking, enough backstory about Gearswitch. How does he actually hold up? Now, so this design here, like I said, is based on the classic Lego steering wheel there. And if you're wondering what this little thing is in the center, I kind of also took some lasers from the first Transformers movie as well, because in that movie, Bumblebee steering wheel in the center of the little horn or whatever, he has an Autobot logo. And I thought it was a really cool concept, so I wanted to have a Decepticon logo in the middle of the steering wheel there. And the reason why it's pink instead of purple is because I couldn't find purple flower pellets like that. And the reason why I chose flower pellets is to get that kind of angular, that sharp points that the Decepticon logo has. And you got the really round thing, but it holds up as a steering wheel. And you can see the little lever here. You got the little buttons here, and that's a little hint for what's going to come up next. But yeah, it's just on a little hinge joint there, nothing too special. Everything else is locked into place except for the base here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the kind of the main basis of Gearswitch here. Now, how to transform Gearswitch is that you just want to detach him from his base here. And it's just on a little thing there, so it's nothing too special. And this is just the base for him to actually, when he's transformed, this is where he goes. So this base doesn't really matter. But what does matter is the transforming process. So you actually want to flip him upside down here. So everything's nice here. So then what you want to do is that you want to detach this section here. Then you want to fold this down. And you want to do the same thing to the other arm. Come on. Kind of want to get your fingernails in there. Then you want to flip this down. Then you kind of want to rotate this here. Oh, crap. That was very unintentional. Flip that down. Get that angular. And then you want to fold this down, this whole entire top section, the arm section here, all the way down. Flip up the arms like so. And you want to detach the front of the steering wheel here. Now, this is the only case of parts forming on this guy because it's basically impossible for him to flip that. Then you want to come back to the steering wheel here, and then you want to plug that thing in. And now you have Gearswitch. Now you have Gearswitch in his robot mode. Now this is a above and beyond of the first redesign of Gearswitch that I came up with. This is a design that I'm actually confident and happy with. And the design process is very easy, and there's barely any parts forming, except for the faceplate here. But that's pretty much it. But everything else fits together. There's no parts forming, and everything fits together really well, except for this top half here. Now, he is the only reason why his arms are so close to his legs here is because I originally was supposed to transform him like this, but flipping these down will actually give him some, weight to him, so he can actually stand up properly. If I did it like this, however, like I was originally supposed to do, and I realized that since there's so much weight on top of his body here, he's just gonna flop over, and there's nothing, you can't really do anything about that. Originally, I did have a little thing on the back here that originally attached to a different base here. I didn't have this whole concept of the actual steering mechanism. I had a little, kind of like the little pin there. So I stuck it in, and then there's another kind of mech, well, not mech tech, but little, I don't know what these joints are called. I forgot what they're called, but I had this whole kind of mechanism here that would lock this section into place. And it kind of did like this, which kind of does work, but still it would just flop over. So, but I feel like this is a perfect thing, and it kind of gives them a more, alien and more alien-like appearance. So that's really cool. And as you can see here, the actual lever here, the little turn signal lever here is actually a missile mechanism because I couldn't integrate an actual weapon into him because it would just look a little too weird with him actually holding a gun. So I decided to actually include a little turn signal lever here that actually fires little missiles. So you just come to the back here. Everybody remembers these suckers back in the day. You just come over here and you just kind of, the little flick missiles there. So, very nice. Oh, there goes his arm section here. Now, speaking of arm section here, the arm section is kind of wonky here because the actual arms are not they're loosely connected in there. I mean, they're very tight in there, but they're still, not fully connected with each other. But so it can be a pain. But for articulation on Gearswitch here, there is very limited articulation in the actual, the kind of legs here. The legs can move forward and backwards. And the knee here is actually kind of to the side here, because if I did like that, then he wouldn't be able to stand properly. But, kind of the knee section is on a hinge joint, and the entire foot here, is also on a ball joint. And there is also some more mechanical looking detail there that I added. And this entire missile section here is also, on a rotation, so it can rotate, it can move forward and back. The eye, or the head section here, I guess you could call it, is also on a rotation, but it doesn't really do anything. The arms themselves are multiple of articulation. The actual hands themselves can hinge as well. And, the whole arms are on hinge joints, so you can get some really crazy looking arm poses there. So, kind of more noodle-like appearance there. So, and this is basically Gearswitch, and I'm really happy with this design. I'm glad that I integrated him, but I'm glad that I made him the way he is now, because I like I said before, I was very unhappy with his original design. And now you want to stand up. Stand up, please. Thank you. Before we end the video, though, here's a little comparison to Microbot 2.0 to be exact. But I think that these guys look great together. I feel like they complement each other really well. So, you know, that's pretty much not Microbot, Gearswitch here. And my background's falling. That's the end of the video, but that's okay. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't care what you do. Let me just stand up, please. Stand up, please. I'm begging you. But that's about it for this video, guys. Really hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't care what you do, but you guys know what time it is. So, bye, guys.